Hi people, my name is Christina and I am here today to show you how to make a floral bouquet. So I've started this new YouTube channel to invite people to watch me make floral bouquets. It's something I've been doing every week for I don't even know how long, and it's something I really enjoy, and I'd love to show people how to do the same thing in their homes for a relatively low expense. So it's something easy that you can pick up while you're at your grocery stores or your local markets and make your home just a little bit more beautiful. So every video that you see from me, you will see a candle burning. So I'm going to try and post these every week. So every week you will see a new candle burning as I'm putting these bouquets together. So just to let you know a little bit more about me, again, my name is Christina, and I am the owner and creator of a brand called Multifaceted. Multifaceted is a company that was started in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is where I currently live. And Multifaceted makes eco-friendly candles that are better for you, your home, and for the environment. So in order to promote both my brand and to also show you how to make a floral bouquet, I will have a candle burning while you watch this video. So the candle that we're burning today is our dandelion candle. All of our candles come with, well, not all, but a good portion of our candle line comes with a flower top, wax top on them. So they're really cool. Definitely give you an experience of something new besides what you would get at a normal like store like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something like that. So we give you a little bit more of an experience with your candle and also get to express our love for flowers. So that's what the candles are there for. So I'll tag Multifaceted in this video as our sponsor. So again, today we're gonna make a bouquet. Just to let you know, the flowers that I have selected today, two of them came from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is one of my go-to places to get anything for floral arrangements. They always have the best flowers at a very good price. And then I do have some lilies that I picked up while I was at the market. If you see a set of ears down here, that's my dog. His name is Boots, and he wanted to join in on this video. So if you hear barking or shuffling in the background, it's just my dog. So just to let you guys know. So again, just to let you know what we picked up today at Trader Joe's. Just picked up some green filler. So this filler was about $4. You cannot beat that. And then I got what we call secondary flowers, which is usually a secondary flower is about up to 2 inches. So a little pop of color, or add a flower to add a little depth into your arrangement. So this is our secondary flower that's going to be in the arrangement today. These are spray roses, and these were about $4.99. So again, really good price. And then our lilies. So this is your primary flower. This is going to be where you spend the most money, of course. These are your bigger flowers that really draw the attention into the bouquet, and these just accent them. I got a bundle of lilies when I was at the Greensboro Curb Market here in Greensboro. It's one of my favorite places to go to get flowers that are grown locally here in Greensboro. And I also sell my candles there on the weekend. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. So I get to meet new people, sell candles, and also grab some flowers while I'm there. So we have some lilies that have not opened up, and I'm very excited about that. Because with lilies, these will last a really long time, but you don't want to purchase them when they're already open because that will shorten their lifespan. So very happy about those. In order to make the bouquet, I usually have 2 vases with me just in case, and I usually don't know what exact direction I want to go in, but today I'm thinking I'm going to go with our hourglass vase here. And then I also have a pair of scissors. These are my flower cutting scissors. And then also just a regular pair of scissors too. So you don't need a lot in order to make this bouquet. So once you have everything that you need, we'll go ahead and get started on making the bouquet. Making your bouquet, I like to start with, we're gonna do a vase arrangement today. I'll show you guys how to do some other ones later where you use your hand. Those are my favorite to do. But today, because we are working with lilies, I'm gonna do just a regular vase arrangement. So in order to get this started, I went ahead and took the rubber bands off. I went ahead and took the plant food out as well. Sometimes I use these and sometimes I don't, and I'll show you some other tricks if you don't want to use the plant food, what I like to do. It's some items that's in your house that you can easily add into your arrangements and not have to deal with that much. So in order to get started, I like to go ahead and take my filler and put that in here first to go ahead and give the arrangement its foundation. So as you can see, it's way too tall. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these. All right. And for filler, I usually cut about 5 or 6 inches off of the bottom stems. It all just depends on what arrangement you are making and how elaborate you want it to be or not. And now I'm covering up my face on accident, but it's fine. You want to see the arrangement, not me. Okay. So with filler, you just want to stuff it in here. It doesn't have to be the prettiest thing you've ever seen. You'll make it pretty when you start to add in your secondary and primary flowers. All right, so we have our filler in here. As you can see, it is pretty tall, but what we're gonna do is build around this and just accent it a little bit more. So usually when I make arrangements, I make them in these lower level, less volume vases. So I haven't made one this size in quite a while, so this should be really fun. I'm excited. So next we're gonna go into our spray roses. And just a reminder, these were from Trader Joe's. Gotta love Trader Joe's. So I like to check these roses, and just a little insider tip with any rose that you buy, the best way to make sure that they're still good is to go ahead and just pinch the bottom, the base of them, sort of where the green is coming from the stem, and make sure that they're hard. If it's still hard, that means you have a good rose, and the lifespan on this will last a little bit longer. So I'm measuring how tall these are compared to my filler and my vase. As you can see, it is way too tall, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these. I like to cut my stems at an angle. I've done both at an angle and straight across, and I haven't seen a benefit of one versus the other. Just make sure you cut it, and then of course, once it's in water, it'll be fine. With your arrangements, I always do tell everyone when you are, when you have your arrangements in your home, go ahead and try and trim your flowers every other day or so, but at the bare minimum, try and change your water every day in your arrangement. And I know that seems tedious, but it will make your arrangements last so much longer. So now what I'm doing is sticking these at the bottom along with the filler so that you can see what's going on here. Cut these off. And if you are making an arrangement where you still have leaves down towards the bottom of your stem, go ahead and take these leaves off. If you've ever left your floral bouquet in water more than 3 or 4 days and it starts to get that murky look on it, more than likely it is because you have a leaf in there that is allowing bacteria to form in your water, which is what you don't want. It will kill your flowers way too fast. We don't want that. So I'm going to put a few more around the base here. Go ahead and trim this to my liking. This one's a little bit too tall. And of course, like anyone that does a floral bouquet, you're going to go back and keep making edits to everything that you just did in order to get it exactly how you want it to be. So on one of the spray roses, I just had the stem was a little bit too tall for what I wanted, so I just clipped it there. The good thing about making a bouquet like this is that before your bigger flowers start to get in, and you just have your filler in here, you can just easily pull your flower out from the stem and trim it and place it back in. So that's one benefit of doing your bouquet this way. So then once I have it like I think I want it so far, I like to just spin it around and make sure that it has beauty at all angles. This will be in the center of my dining room table here, which is where I'm filming this video from. So I want to make sure that it looks good from all angles. Okay. All right, this is where we are so far. So next we're going to go ahead and add more throughout the top part here. Let's see. These are actually the height that I think I'm going to need them, so I'm just going to trim them just a little bit just to allow the stem to get some fresh water in there. Flowers love water, so we got to make sure that they get their nutrients. So it's starting to get a little full in here. We have quite a few stems in here from the fillers and from our secondary flower. So when you see me start to like jam it down in there, I'm just trying to fit it in. But if you have the same problem, it's not really a problem. When you start to put your bouquet together, that's not a bad thing. These are very strong flowers. They won't break unless you're dealing with a more delicate flower, which we don't have today. Your more delicate flowers would be like your peonies, and sometimes your lilies. Lilies can be a little complicated, or excuse me, not lilies, tulips. Tulips can be a little complicated. But today we have some good hardy flowers that we're working with, so that's one good thing. All right, so now we have all of our filler and our secondary flowers in here. So one of my filler stems is being a little wonky here. Just gonna stuff it back in here. So here's where we are so far. So we have our secondary and our filler in here. Now we're gonna add the main flowers. And with adding the main flowers in here, we will be able to straighten up any filler that's kind of fallen to the side here, as you can see here. This one's starting to just drape a little bit here, and what we can do is stick one of our main flowers right here and help straighten that up a little bit. So with lilies, they usually come with multiple bulbs on them, and we don't want to distract from that, so we try and keep them all together. I, of course, would always advise you to take as much greenery off the stem as possible. Again, that will help with the water in your plant. So I just trimmed this so it can get some fresh water. I'm going to stick this one right directly in the middle. So I stuck our main flowers right in the center here. You can see them sticking, the bulbs sticking out here. That's a good thing. You want your arrangement to have as much shape as possible. So now I'm just going to go through and add more of the main ones. Now I'm just going through and seeing where I want to add a little bit more. So I do have one that's opening up a little bit here, So since I do have the one that's opening, I'm going to stick it where this filler is starting to drape down. Sometimes with fillers, they will have a little bit weaker of a stem, but that's no problem. That's when we just stick another plant in front of it. I'm just gonna chop this stem probably in half. A little bit more. Another insider tip, when you have your lilies, they have these red bulbs on the inside, or these seeds, and you want to take these off so that they don't stain wherever you have them. They will stain your clothing, they will stain your table, and they will stain the flower. So I like to go in here and take these out. And if you have any sort of sensitivity to like allergies being outdoors, you definitely want to remove those because your allergies will go crazy. Trust me on that one. So I think this might be the last stem that I'm going to add to this because it is looking how I want it, and it is full. So there you have it. How pretty is that? Now what I would do if I had a little bit more filler, and usually I do buy at least 2 or 3 fillers. Today I was in a rush at the store, so I only purchased 1, and I wanted to make this video where you only needed 3 sets of flowers in order to make your arrangements. So the next set of videos that we will have a few more fillers in, especially when you're doing a bouquet of this size. So once I have it where I like it, I like to just go and fluff the flowers a little bit just to make sure they're good and comfortable in the arrangement. I also like to make sure that it's good and sturdy, just in case I have to transport it somewhere else. I do make a lot of arrangements for my family members, so if I'm taking it somewhere else, I want to make sure that it's not going to fall over in the car. So here we have it. This is what it looks like today. Again, it may look a little simple here, but as these lilies start to open up, this thing is really, really going to pop. So it's going to open up like this one here and be even more beautiful. So I like it. It's pretty. And guess what, guys? The total that I spent for this was less than $20. Yeah, less than $20. So one good thing about this channel as well, you get to see the candles that I'm burning today, and I get to show you how to make affordable flower arrangements for your home. So fantastic deal, right? So again, thank you guys so much for watching today. Again, I'll be back next week with another bouquet. I think next week I'm going to show you how to make one that's really, really simple, and it's actually, the cost is under $10. So really, really fun to make this bouquet. I make it all the time, so I will be more than happy to share and pass along that goodness that I have figured out. If you would like to purchase the candle that you see burning here today, please head over to multifacetedgso.com. I'll have the website here as well so that you can too experience our multifaceted candles as you make your flower arrangement. So I've put some water into the vase just to go ahead and finalize that I like it. So as I mentioned before, just a little insider tip, if you don't want to use the plant food that comes with most of the flowers that you get, if you get these from the grocery store, you can take some all-natural antibacterial spray. I like to use Method. It is just my antibacterial spray of preference, but you can use anything. I do recommend to make sure that it's one that's a little bit more natural and doesn't have a ton of chemicals in it. So I just take this spray along with my water, and I just add a few squirts, usually 2 or 3, into the water. And this will help keep bacteria from forming in your water. And the bacteria, again, is what kills your water, or kills your flowers way, way faster. So changing the water and adding a little antibacterial spray will help prolong the life of the arrangement that you just put together. See you guys next week, and have a fantastic week. Have the best day, people. Bye.